Good morning. I'm in the same exact outfit, and it's also quite frankly the afternoon. Okay, last week I was talking about like my screen time. I was talking about so much last week, but I wanted to update. Let's see. So last week I think I said I was on TikTok for 10 hours. Whew, when I looked it up. So let's see. Just I'm down 7%. It's not Sunday, so I'm not getting like that little report. But week. 6 hours and 58 minutes. Already so much better. My mental health this week has been so much better. TikTok is still definitely the most used, which is like scary. But that's okay. It's about the baby steps, and it's about the habits. So last week I was like so down and out, like as a week as a whole. Like I swear I cried every single day, if not every other day. I was just like feeling the most like sad, like defeated vibes. And just to prove that it all comes in waves, this week I've literally had like 3 interviews. I've had like 2 applications that I'm sending in, and things are just like so much better. I did cry one day, but you know, we're healing over here, so it's okay. But I wanted to just talk like I did last time and share. Okay, so I don't necessarily like think this is a good name of a podcast. It's a really good podcast and a really good message. I just wish you would change the name. But this is the podcast. So I call it like sad to sexy, sad to confident, sad to like anything but more sad. And it's been teaching me so much about habits. It's so funny because so week 1 was habit loop. So I've been thinking about the habit loop with everything lately. For example, this morning, I woke up super hungry because I slept in, and I have to eat breakfast right away in the morning because my blood sugar, because I got blood work done, and I fast like lower than what's healthy basically. And so all that to say, when I woke up after sleeping in, I was really hungry, stomach's growling. Usually when it's like hungry to the point of stomach growling is when like the binge eating for me kicks in, because I'm like, I'm so hungry, I need to eat. And it feels like, okay, it's fine because I'm hungry. I'm trying to break that habit loop. So instead of being like cued that I'm hungry, I literally just made myself like a normal, in my head, sized breakfast of like a smoothie and a granola bar. And then I took a break, and I literally haven't eaten since. Like, I'm gonna eat lunch, but I'm not gonna like put 3 meals in one. So I'm trying to interrupt that routine, and then my reward is I actually eat better for my blood sugar anyway, because I'm not just like binge eating. So that's a little bit on that. Waking up early and fitness habits is the other week. Okay, let me say all the weeks. Then habit stacking, getting 1% better, and then morning routine and self-love. So it's so crazy because I have already been waking up early ever since like spring has sprung us. I would say ever since daylight savings, I've been waking up at like, my alarm's set for 6 during the week, and it's sunny out usually. I know it's been like cloudy and rainy all these past weeks, which is weird, which is what I talked about the weather in my last episode too. But so that's been good. And then fitness habits, I've been going to the gym and like lifting like all winter, then a little bit of a break in the spring, and I swear like I haven't felt any like positive changes. The only positive change that I felt was in the winter. I would feel so much better during the day mentally, because I had got up and got my boost of endorphins in the morning, and I wasn't sleeping in, feeling depressed and everything. Really, my fitness habit is really just going on a walk, whether it's with my dog, my boyfriend's dog, Iris, whether it's going with Iris or just by myself, which I do and I love. that's pretty much the main thing that I'm focusing on for like my fitness. And I want to start integrating other stuff in, but I just like, it's just hard. It's just, I'm trying to find that balance because I don't think like lifting weights is really helping like the way I want to make my body feel and have my body feel. So I'm just gonna start something new. I haven't figured it out yet, but this is like so refreshing. I feel like I'm in a course of like taking my life like day by day and slowly but surely, instead of like trying to change my whole self overnight. Because that's what she talks about. She's like, I really wanted to change myself from being sad, but I did it not just wake up tomorrow, my life's completely different. Because in my head, that's the only thing I've ever visualized. Like, one day I just wake up, I'm in my dream apartment on the beach, like in my dream career with my dream body and life. And that has not worked for me. So I'm trying this method. But it's also like true because it's not about the hard work, because I personally like know how hard I work and that I can work hard. It's that I'm putting all my hard work and energy into the wrong things at the wrong times with the wrong like results, and it doesn't work. Like the energetics of it doesn't work. One more little tangent, like I spent the week I cried every day like doing so many applications to the point where I burnt myself out by the end of the week, because I was like, I was feeling uncomfortable and I was feeling all the feelings I've been feeling of not having the job that I want and not having a job. And on top of that, realizing how much everything went downhill when I did lose my job at the end of last year, because my routine was thrown off. And it was finally a routine that I made my own and felt so good about, and it's like everything crumbled from that. So I'm just like building it back up, and like I put in so much like physical hard work to like the job stuff, and then this week when I just finessed it and I really just practiced like taking a step back and just thinking about the opportunities, thinking about what I would like focusing on connecting with people, I've had way more success than when I just grinded out applications. So I'm feeling very good about being on the high of that realization. Okay, so that's the other part. I'm just like, if you need like a change in your life, I'm telling you, this podcast is helping me so much. Week 3 habit stacking and getting 1% better. The 1% better thing is like kind of like, yeah, like building it up piece by piece, because at the end of the day, I do like look back at all my different chapters of lives, and they're so like pinball-y, like they're so all in different directions. That's part of my personality, which I love that. But I'm just like, let me also work on building brick by brick a foundation. And I'm literally staring at bricks because I have a brick wall in my apartment. But yeah, and then habit stacking I feel familiar with because I already love podcasts, and I've always like listened to a podcast. Like I sometimes like habit stack too much to where I'm not like in the moment, I'm just stacking and doing. So mine is more of like a habit balance. I want to balance, like maybe I just need to go for a walk and just focus on walking, and that is it. Let my mind wander. Sometimes I like to go to bed and listen to a meditation, but lately I'm like, I just need to go to bed and it be silent, because I have like that little bit of that energetic like ADD, like bouncing off walls kind of time vibe sometimes. So, and then week 4 is morning routine and self-love. Morning routine, less is more again. I've just been feeling into like just being in less of just having one thing that I do every morning and letting things flow. When I used to make YouTube videos, I used to always make sure I like looked and felt a certain way, like cute. And that's good. That's fine. That's something that I want to add into my morning routine, which is like actually getting ready, which is like the dumbest morning routine you could add. But the thing is, I've like been so out of the habit of getting ready. And even when I used to get ready for a job I went to in person, when I would put on like Old Navy slacks and a blouse, I was putting on this whole persona, and I was putting just on something that was never me. So I spent all those years putting on this like front half the time, and the other half the times like I never felt like I've gotten ready as me except when I was like in high school, but I'm not high school me anymore. Like that was 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 12 years ago. I'm like, if there's one thing I need, it's a makeover. Like Victoria Paris, your bangs, the way you do like you say customize your avatar, I'm like obsessed. I need a haircut. I want a makeover. There's a new season of Queer Eye out now. I'm like, please, like help me. I need a full makeover. I need help. And I just want to get myself to a point like where then I can kind of, I want to look like me, but I just want to like feel like me, and then I just want to like make changes to myself, but in like a fun way, and just have me be on the outside instead of like this kind of like, this is like fully my pajamas, this is fully my hair, I'm growing this out, as you know. This is just like 0.0000 effort, and I want to put the effort in. So yeah, I literally, this is like my new thing. Oh, so I kind of want to loop back to the TikTok stuff. So ever since I went on TikTok in 2019, okay, let me try to tell a story. And I swear, if you follow and subscribe, I will get better at telling stories. But also, like, who doesn't love a good, like, all over the place story sometimes? Because that's kind of just how I tell stories. So I got on TikTok when I was at my, like, last job in 2019, 2020 that I hated. And so part of my day would be, like, to sit on TikTok and scroll because it made the time go by quick. Because I didn't have anything to do and I was chilling. That was like 5 billion lifetimes ago, to be honest. So it's almost like that TikTok scrolling is like still that part of me from that time where I just wanted the time to go by. And I never even started making videos till like COVID. Then I started trying to make videos, and I wanted to be like all my favorite TikTokers, and I wasn't really like ever focused on me myself. I was like, oh, like they do it this way, and like it just nothing ever happened. And then it was kind of like, oh, this is like lame for like you at this age to want to like do social media, specifically TikTok. But now I see so many people that I love that have been doing it for 3 years, and this whole time it's like been my dream of what I wanted to do. So last night, a girl on TikTok was like, if you've had your account for like 3 years, like, and you haven't seen that kind of growth, you need to make a new account because the algorithm has put you in the box of like, you're a consumer and you don't really contribute anything. And I was like, oh my God, do I need to start a Grow Don't Give Up TikTok? But then I also realized like I'm a YouTube girly at heart with creating. Because the thing is, similar to how, I don't know if Alex Cooper still edits her own podcast, but back when I was on Instagram, because I'm not on Instagram, like I have it on my desktop. Remember last week, if you haven't seen the video, watch me go on Instagram on a desktop. But she is the host, but she is like, she would post her producing the episodes. Like, I don't know how much of that she still does. I don't know if she has like an editor that does first cuts and then she gets into it, but it's like, similarly, like I am also an editor, and so much of like my life I've wanted to be the YouTuber, the TikToker, like be the host of the podcast, be in the foreground. But I also love the background. But when I was like kind of pursuing the background, I just thought, you don't think you're good enough to be in the foreground. So that's kind of like a teeter-totter that I've been teeter-tottering. And I kind of think like, again, I'm putting myself in a box of either like just the host or just the editor. Like on Barstool, they have editors for everybody, whereas like the other TikTokers kind of will do their own TikTok editing, YouTube editing, everything themselves. But also I'm like, do you like doing it, or do you just feel like you, like, since you're not with like a company or Barstool or something, you want to own the editing? All that to say, like, I love the process of just like YouTube. I literally have a GoPro. I promised myself when I started YouTube that I would not do it. I would not buy anything for it until I knew that I was gonna do it and like take it seriously, as they say. And I recorded on this exact phone with this exact case. You'll see it in the old videos for at least a year. I don't know, maybe like, yeah, at least a year, I wanna say, before I bought the GoPro to use as my camera, because I love it. Who wouldn't want a GoPro as a camera? You can literally bring it in water. Like, it's small, it's discreet. I don't need the other camera. Like, I'd experiment with the other camera. I'd try it out. I love the process of sitting down. I love the process of editing, and I just like that format. And the only reason I think I wanted to be big on TikTok is for like, to be cool and to then eventually push those people to my YouTube. And so I'm just like, okay, but if I'm gonna be authentically myself, theoretically, I should just do the YouTube stuff and just think about that. And it's like, it's been so long since I've been in a routine with YouTube, but also like the routine never got me anywhere besides having a big backlog of videos and learning and having fun. And it's like, when I look at my YouTube channel, like it's just amazing to me that I have all these times and all these memories and all these thoughts and videos captured and edited and with music. And I made videos that I don't have like listed because they're just for my friends. And like my most favorite videos to make were like my friend's bachelorette and like my trip to Mexico, where it was just so chill and so effortless and so like whatever. And on that as well, like I love Soph's vlogs. Like I love to watch her vlog every Sunday. I sit down and I do some computer work while I watch the video, and it like makes the work feel better. And it's like, they're long. They're like 45, 50 minutes sometimes. And I'm like, oh yes, a long video. And I was always like, oh, I gotta make these like 10 minutes, like short and snappy. And I did my 5-minute morning series. But I'm like, but I love like the long, like if Soph posted like a 5-minute video, I would be like, I'm so excited, but I love the long. So I'm like, I need to keep leaning into what I love and what I love to watch and what like I want to make without having it be so calculated, because some people need discipline and structure to, like Victoria Pierce always said, she posted like 10 to 20 videos a day, possibly more, and that was her routine. But also I'm pretty sure like, yes, it might have been hard to get started, but it was never like hard for her. Like she's born to do this. Like she's awesome. Like I love her. She doesn't do a lot of YouTube, so I love her TikToks. And I just love that it's just her. Obviously it's her version that she wants to show, but I'm just like, please, more. Like we love to see it. And so I just like want to just do me and figure that out, but also just like focus in on that and not focus in on like a certain structure, a posting schedule, although I do post on Sundays, so subscribe. And like this kind of like rigorous routine. Like I was gonna start that new TikTok account, and I like already was feeling the pressure to like post every day. It's like I've been doing YouTube now for 2 years. I have the videos up here. It's like, I don't know why I'm putting myself in a category of someone who's like not dedicated, not this, not that. It's like, Soph literally said she loves YouTube. She would still do it even if she didn't get views on her videos. And like in my head, I'm like, would you really do it? Because it's like, I personally, and I know she would. So I don't want to dig that. I know she would, because she's always talked about as a kid posting videos and then deleting them. And she wished she still had them, because little Soph would have been like, oh my gosh, like girl, you did it. So it's just like, for me, it's like I am that person that like posts and gets, less than 100 views usually on like my new videos. So but I still want to do it because I still want it to take me somewhere, and I want it to take me somewhere I never thought I could go, instead of thinking it's going to take me in a certain path. So that's where we're at. I love to talk. I love like this season of spring. It's like I'm so close to getting this new job, and when getting this new job, like that's when the hard work really begins, because I have a lot of debt that I need to get myself out of. I have so many goals. Like, me and my boyfriend have so many goals for what we want to do. He has his personal goals, I have mine. Like, I just want to keep stepping into the world as me and letting the seasons of life happen, but not, not spiraling every time something bad out of my control happens. Building my resilience. And it's like, this apartment is so interesting to me because I moved into it on a high, but then I've been in it on like this kind of like very low, like turbulent times. And so like, me being me, I just want to move, but I'm like, but again, I would need that job or something like to even be able to afford to move, like aka applying for an apartment and everything. But also it's like, I'm just trying to sit in it and not run away. And it's like, at the end of the day, like if I can pay off all my debt and I'm still here in this place, it's like I can save up to redecorate. I can like do things like that where I can kind of get the energy shifting and transform a space into a new space. And that's honestly why I've rearranged my freaking kitchen so much. Last week you guys were here, now you're kind of to the side, and it's just like, I'll rearrange anything I can. I should try to see if I can rearrange the whole place because I love that stuff. Just changing the energy around, shifting it, and yeah. I'm like, but I would love to, I also want to don't fight against the fact that like, I love to move and change my life and experience new places and live in new places. And so I want to like wrap up this chapter here, and I want to move. Like, I think this move was always a move to LA, but I had to pit stop in Denver to meet my boyfriend, to gain my confidence, gain my independence. And it's like, I think I just want to move there. I miss the beach so much. And that's crazy to say, but it's like, I'm ready for something. But I always know that I go back and I like romanticize what I did in the past, how I looked in the past. And so I'm also trying to kind of battle that at the same time. But yeah, that's this week's vlog, but it's not a vlog. I labeled it on YouTube as a podcast. So grow up, don't give up. Love you. Next week. Oh, last thing. I love like making travel vlogs. So I haven't made any this year, even though I've been traveling a little bit. And I'm about to be traveling at the end of the month, at the end of May. So I'm gonna vlog, and it's gonna be so fun because I haven't done like a carefree like vlog, adventure vlog, travel vlog like that, and get excited for that. So that's what's gonna be coming. That's what's gonna be coming. So stay tuned. Okay, bye.